The last video I sent you, I was talking about personal decisions and to be careful that each decision you make has both good consequences or bad consequences. And this video, I found a few free minutes to make. We'll talk about your financial decisions. So every day you wake up, you have different intentions on what you need or want for your life. And you've heard that there is a difference between wants and need. So need is food, need is shelter, like have a place to live and sleep. Clothing is a need. But a want is extra clothes or things that you really don't need to survive. And so when you're young, you're used to getting $10 and you go and blow $10. And then as you get older, you have a job, and so you go and blow the $10, then you charge your credit card, and then you find out that the $10 you charge on your credit card, if you pay the minimum, it's going to take you 3 to 5 years to pay it off, and by the time you're done, you will have paid 3 times that amount, so the $10 becomes $30. And so this video is more about your financial decisions that are impacting your well-being. If you have a lot of debt, you can't be fully happy because all you think about is having to work to pay off the debt. And some of you have already arrived at this point where you say, you know what, I am totally in debt. I can't even make enough money to pay my bills. And some of you, unfortunately, end up filing bankruptcy, and that's all that people can do at times. But some of you, it's still time. You can still save your future, lots of future headaches, by being very careful what you do every day and applying the formula of is it a want or is it a need. So as I mentioned earlier in this video, you have a need to have a place to sleep, so that's shelter. Yes, you need shelter. You have a need for clothing, say you need clothes to wear to work or to go to school, and then you have a need to eat 2 or 3 meals a day. But now the other things, the want, exaggerates those. For example, instead of just having enough clothes to wear for the 5 days you go to work and then a few extra clothes on the weekend, we here tend to go out and just buy extra clothes that we don't need. And so we know, from experience, you buy an extra shirt and then you wear it a couple times, hang it on the closet, and you see other shirts in that closet that you haven't worn for months or years, and yet they hang around there. They take a lot of space. You should go on YouTube and watch the video. It's a TED Talks video on minimalists. It's these 2 guys wearing black shirts, and they describe how you can reduce your life belongings so that you have less stress and lots more happiness in your life. So back to my original point about exaggerating what you need. So you need a place to live, you need obviously a place to lay down and go to sleep at night, but you don't need these fancy clothes that they cost a lot, so much money that you can't even afford when you're working. When you go eat out, it's not good to eat out. First of all, you don't know who's cooking your food or what food they're putting into or ingredients they're putting into your food. But really, eating out takes a toll on your pocketbook. So planning meals is both healthy for you, for your body and physical shape, as well as your pocketbook, right? And then, so again, focusing on the needs versus the wants is going to make you a lot happier. It's going to reduce a lot of stress. Instead of focusing on guarding all your belongings, making sure that you can accumulate more, you just think about living for the day, right? So you can go to the grocery store and buy just enough food that's going to carry you for the next 3 or 4 days, instead of buying enough food that maybe you think you'll need in the next month, and then half of it you forget on your cupboards, and then you end up having to throw it away. And then really quickly, I want to mention about how all this advice that I'm giving you will someday pay off, because if you are not watching your finances, when someday you apply for a government job or a criminal justice job and they do your background check, they're going to look at your assets, they're going to look at your liabilities, they're going to look at your income, and they're going to see if you're using common sense to take care of your finances. So I'm going to cut it short now, and if you have any questions on what I just mentioned to you, shoot me an email on the comments, and I'll usually get a notification, and I'll be happy to email you back. If you also have any other ideas for a video, shoot me a message on comments, and I will do that as well. All right, take good care of yourself.